39 years.
3 minutes away, Tony. 3.
How are you, man? Good to see you. Thanks for coming out, brother. Oh my God, this is awesome. We're 3 minutes out. We're 3 minutes.
Two minutes out. 2 minutes out.
2 minutes. 2 minutes out. Ready?
One minute away, Tony. 1 minute.
Minute away. Minute away.
Thirty seconds. 30 out. 30 out. $15 away. 15.
I'll make
'All right, it is 9 o'clock on this Tuesday night. That means it's time for the Live Zone Prime Time. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm producer Chris, and we basically take you to live and what is happening now as it happens over the next 60 minutes. And what's live and happening now is the DC high heel race, the 17th Street high heel race. And our friend Tony P is there live right now. Tony P, this is your first time out there. Talk to us, man. How's it going?
It sure is. I have the jacket and the mic, my friend. This is the 39th annual high heel race. Look at these fans out here. This is truly a part of DC's DNA, Chris. This is the 39th edition, as I said earlier, started in 1986, right here on 17th Street. It is such a major part. Here are the runners right now. They are running as we speak. And it looks like Lady Liberty may have taken the victory. I can't see. We're trying to get some zoom up here. This is like instant replay here, Chris.
Tony, was this the first race that just went off?
Yes, it was. Yeah, this is the first race that just went off. And again, went pretty quickly. Nobody fell from what I saw. It was pretty smooth across the board. And again, no instant replay needed. It looks like Lady Liberty has taken the victory first. Look at that. That's an incredible, I'll tell you, get up right there. That is very nice. The torch in hand. A perfect outfit there. And again, a great first victory for Lady Liberty in this race. And I'll tell you, Chris, I felt the energy walking in here. I mean, just people are so excited for this. This is part of DC's history, the LGBTQ plus community, and what it means for this city. Truly an incredible event. You can just hear it. Here we are. I'll give you some live noise here. I'll be quiet for a second. That's hard for me to do. But look at this, and now everybody will be gathering. And we're going to see if we can get a couple interviews. If we can...
yeah, talk to the crowd out there, Tony.
There.
How is the crowd out there?
I mean, I'll tell you, it's great. Everybody is just so happy. It's elation. Here come some of the runners or the contestants. We're getting out here. We're ready to get some interviews. Again, we're being a little bit... All right. So, Fox 5 Live is okay. So I want to ask you, how'd you feel about the race? What was your keys to success out there?
You know what? It was great.
I am, yes. I'm Tony. Good to meet you.
Tony?
How are you?
Nice to
meet you both.
Pleasure.
No, listen, you guys are incredible. So I got to ask.
It's all about having fun, about people here having fun. That was it. Just run for fun.
That's awesome.
But the key was to throw some elbows at the start.
Oh, you did you?
That's
Okay.
right.
And you managed to keep your balance, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That is awesome. Now, when you talk about the meaning of this event, what does it mean to you personally and the DC community? It's been going on for almost 40 years now, and it's such a part of this community. What do you think it means?
It's a cultural institution. I mean, this is about visibility. This is about celebration in spite of everything going on in the world and in this country. So, I mean, it's amazing that the mayor's office has taken this on, and really appreciative of everyone who organized it, everyone who's here running.
It's fantastic. And the sentiments is so much elation and fun. And I mean, again, like when you think about, just the fun of all this and how it brings people together, do you think that this can help the city kind of, continue to grow and learn and just kind of be happy together?
I think so. I think it's about celebrating, and I've been doing this for 6 or 7 years now, and it gets bigger every time. So yeah, there is growth to it, and it's so great to see so many diverse people out here, children. It's wonderful.
That's awesome. Now that you've had your race, what are you going to do next? You go to Disney World? What are we doing?
I'm going to have a cocktail, honey.
That is a good... What kind of cocktail we have?
Cosmo.
Ooh, I like that. How about you?
Oh, Cosmo today. Come on.
I don't really drink, but I do like a Cosmo. Maybe, is there a virgin Cosmo out there, maybe?
Probably one out there.
It's called cranberry juice, Tony. It's called cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice is my producer saying to me in my ear. Maybe. But you both are absolutely incredible. Thank you for taking the time. Congratulations on competing and for being such a great, ambassador.
Tony, don't let them get away. Don't let them get away.
Oh, no. Want some more?
I want to know whether they have an extra pair of heels that they could put you in and give you a couple technique suggestions.
Do you have an extra? So my producer wants this big question. Do you have an extra pair of heels that I could give it a try in? You want me to try it? Okay, I'm going to try it. All right. Here we go. I'm going to try it. Thank you. I owe you for the rest of my life now.
I want to see you run those blocks now.
Can I run it? Can I do it?
Let's see it.
Let's do it. Ready? Chris, you got me?
Oh, I'm watching, baby. I'm watching, as is everyone on YouTube right now, and they want you to know not to break an ankle, Tony.
Go for the catch. I'm going back. I'm running, baby. Look at that. I'm doing it, baby. I'm getting down.
Tony, hold the mic up. Hold the mic up.
Here we go. Here we go. A little bit of this. Get some of that. Look at that. I can still balance it. I have the toes, baby. I got it. I can do this.
Tony, was it just one heat, or will there be more races?
So, I think this is one of many. So I think there'll be a few more races coming up, and again, we'll track them as we go forward. Nothing at the moment. Right now, he's just hanging out, having a good time. But if we have some more action for you, we will get that to you, my friend.
In the meantime, I want to hear from some more of the contestants. I want to hear more of the inspiration behind some of these outfits, too.
I love this outfit. You'll do an interview for us, so I have to ask. So, again, this is the race that you did here tonight. Is this your first race, or have you done it before?
I've done it before. I've been doing it for the past 5 years. This year, I decided to come with my besties.
Oh my God, that's fantastic! You all look marvelous, by the way. This is well done. Oh my goodness. Now, what was the key to choosing what you all were going to wear tonight?
That is a very good question. I wasn't in the planning committee, but I will say it takes time, devotion, and a sensible heel. Show us your heel.
That is fantastic. I'll tell you, I can imagine the group chat was very important here.
There's voting, there's planning,
Revoting, not sure what we wanted. Now, let me ask you this. So, as doing this for a few years now and being a part of it, what do you think this event means to the DC community overall?
It's a huge, iconic event for the DC community. We are, as you can see, very popular within the LGBTQIA scene, and all the history just culminates into this day. And for us, it just lets us know, hey, you know, DC is serious about hosting a very inclusive space, and we are here to support that and live our lives, and love is love, you know?
Absolutely.
And kind of celebrate that.
I absolutely love that. How about you?
Just to say, I think it just shows how much creativity everyone has, and this is an excellent opportunity to express yourself, be creative, get out there, wear some fun heels, sweat a little bit or a lot, but have fun doing it though.
Now again, all the action and sweating. What are you going to do next? We're going to go to Disney World. We're going to have a Cosmo. What are we doing?
I think a Cosmo sounds like a good idea. I think I'll have a Cosmo over at JR's.
Oh, I love it, because again, that is where this all started, at JR's. What does JR's in the history mean to this event and also DC's community generally?
JR's has always been doing a great work hosting this event, and we love having such a big establishment on 17th Street. And we also love all the other local local restaurants that have been partaking in this event as well. So they've started it, they're continuing it, and we are very happy that they are.
I love it. Not that's too many questions. Final one. So when you look at this whole event, what is your favorite part of it? Is it the actual race? Is it the preparation for it? Or is it the after events?
I think honestly for me it's the preparation, it's the excitement, it's the like coming up with ideas, saying yes to this, no to that, kind of bringing your friends together, bringing your creativity together. I think it's all of the hype up that for me is the best part.
How about you?
Two things for me. The first one is coming here and seeing all the creative costumes that are here.
Very creative.
Part two is community time. Before we come to the race, I live a couple blocks down, and so all my good Judies come together and we decide to get dressed in whatever we're wearing for that year. And that is kind of like our bonding time. So we very appreciate that.
I absolutely adore your spirit. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Sorry if I took too much of your time. This has been incredible. Thank you so much. Congratulations on completing 5 years of this incredible event. Thank you so much. So good to see you guys. Thank you. My God. Yes, yeah. Chris, I stole these shoes for like 10 minutes. I apologize. Oh
That's
my God.
okay. You're a natural. You're a
now.
natural, brother.
They feel good. They do feel natural. And I'll tell you.
Sorry, I have to
No, I feel bad that I took so much of your time. Oh my God.
Fantastic. Are you doing it next year?
I'm absolutely. This is my second time doing it, actually. Just again, not on camera, but my first year on camera, second time being a part of it. Now, the costume here. So is it a superhero? I'm not great.
Ziggy Stardust, baby.
Oh my goodness! My producer's saying Stardust. I can't believe I forgot. I mean, I'm so bad. I mean, I'm bad with music sometimes. I'm sorry. Now, where does the inspiration from David Bowie? Like, how does that mean? What does that mean to you overall?
Well, I think Bowie is someone that's always represented an individual that will want to be himself. And so I think that's kind of the spirit of this whole race and everything we do here is be yourself, enjoy yourself. And that's who Bowie was, so why not? Right?
Authenticity, right?
Yeah.
We're always craving that in this world. Now, what's your favorite part of all of this? The lead up, the actual race, or the after events that go on?
I think it's the lead up because you get to see all the costumes, you get to interact with people before the race. They're a little bit nervous. They're like, I don't know, we can make it. My heels are going to make it all the way. You make it down. You're like, you all celebrate. It's a great party.
And I'll tell you, and you all did it beautifully. I'll tell you, it was this graceful, well-done race. Everything was perfect. Oh, my God.
I mean, we're excited to have you next year for it. We'll see the costume, though, right?
Of course, absolutely. I'll be racing live with the heels on and the mic, and that won't be a costume. It'll be all live.
Hey.
Tony, the P stands for a sensible pair of pumps.
A sensible pair of pumps. And now we have, hold on, sorry to be so interrupted, Chris, but we have these beautiful bubbles being blown from the stage overall into the crowd. It just really symbolizes the vibrancy and the happiness in this event. People are bubbly, people are warm. This is the time to come together, and it's almost like a holiday. It is a holiday here. This is truly an immaculate experience, Chris. I'm having a wonderful time.
Tony,
this is my second year being a part of it.
Where exactly on 17th Street are you?
So I am right in front of Duke's Grocery. So again, and JR's is, I think it's right down that way if we were to look at I'm giving a demonstration here for you. But right down there, is JR's, which again was the restaurant that started all of this in 1986, has been a cultural hub and really a safe space for the LGBTQ plus community here in DC and around the country. So this is 17th Street is a very important part of DC's history and with this event as well. So I'm in the heat of it right at the end of the finish line, and people are coming up, they're smiling, and it looks like we won't have another race. I mean, it seems like everybody's kind of walking through. Maybe it's the only race we have. Hi, how are you? Loving that. That's a great outfit. Oh my, I love it. You all look fantastic. Have you come on for a couple of minutes? So let me ask you, so how many years have you been a part of this event?
15 for him, 13 for me.
13 for you, so lucky 13. We love it. Now, overall, when you look at this event, what is the favorite part for you?
I, for a long time, came as a volunteer and then watched it. And during those years, I've always enjoyed being here. But then after dating my husband for a year, we dated for the first time. My husband for 2 years was the one that would holler out and communicate with the crowd. And oh my God, that's been my husband all along.
No way.
Yes. So
You just found it out like that?
Yeah, 13 years ago, that's how we found out.
Are you kidding me? Oh, that is a beautiful story. Now, let me ask you this. You've been, part of this event for so long. How have you seen it grow over the last nearly 2 decades?
Oh my God, it's the people outside the fences, inside, it's just very warming, and they all just love coming out and celebrating with us.
Oh, I love it. How about you?
Pardon?
So overall, have you seen the last 15 years, you've been a part of this event, volunteering.
Oh, yeah.
How have you seen it grown from, being this cultural hub?
Every year, the crowd just gets better and better every year. Especially the kids. The kids love it, and we love interacting with them to make them feel part of it, and it's just so much fun. And of course, we get to camp it up, and of course, poses and pictures,
I mean, this is absolutely fabulous. And overall,
Salvation Army finds.
no way.
Way.
You gotta teach me how to do this. I mean, this seems like kind of like Las Vegas style. Is that what we're going with? Like Vegas type
Yeah,
stuff?
we wanted to go out. Last year we were church ladies, and we wanted to go out big time and glam this year. So
I
we
love
glammed
it.
it out. But yes.
Well, see, my favorite show is Golden Girls. I'm getting kind of a Golden Girls vibe here, then I'm getting the Vegas vibe.
More plants than I am.
Bea Arthur's one of my favorite actresses of all time. Just saying, a total queen. But thank you so much. Right, thank you for taking the time. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. You can just feel it, like this, Chris. This has been just people. This has been part of their lives since they were, my age, and now they're getting it, to later years, and they're still a part of it years later. And the biggest thing we're hearing from everybody here is how the crowd has grown. How all audiences, diverse backgrounds, ages, everybody. Now, I got to ask some fans here. Speaking of fans, so let me ask you all. So, is it this event? Is it your first time coming out here, or what's?
My first time. Yeah.
Now, what drove you to come out here to this event tonight?
Our friend works over at Gemini, and she told us about it. And we just moved to this neighborhood, and we were like, we have to be here. I didn't understand it was this big. It's huge. It's awesome.
Total culture institution. Now, when you talk about joy, as being a first-time viewer of all this, what do you sense from this event as what it means to DC and just overall the residents here?
Just like the amount of community that's here, especially in these times. It's really awesome to have all these people come out and see all this joy. It's really awesome.
Let me ask you, what all three of you, what is your favorite part of the event? Was it the beginning, the looking at all the costumes, getting ready, the actual race, or is it things like this afterwards, or going out to some of the great restaurants here?
I think it's just seeing all the costumes and just enjoying the atmosphere of the event.
Yeah, just being around everyone, seeing the amazing costumes, and just soaking up all the joy that these events bring.
Yeah, just the early Halloween spirit of it all feels really great, and just being here. Yeah.
Thank you all for taking the time. This is so great, and welcome to your first event. I love you. Thank you so much. Yes, of course, yes. Sorry, producer Chris, we could do a little selfie here with the incredible fans at this event.
We love to see it,
The high
Tony
heel
P.
race,
We love to
17th
see it.
Street, the fans. I'll tell you, this is why 3 years in, producer Chris, I love being here in DC. Not just because of what I've maybe done on social media, but the people here are absolutely incredible. They create these events for years and years, and have just been able to pass it along to so many generations. So this truly, I love this atmosphere. I love it. Hey, love this costume. Oh, this is great. What do we have? What do we have here?
We are the best jewel thieves in the world. We never get caught.
It is very elegant.
I love it. Now, what is your secret to not getting caught, Jewel Thieves?
Not getting caught by the French police.
Oh, uh-oh. Is it more kind of miming? We're gonna kind of mime to kind of steal the jewels, or is it gonna be more of like kind of like getting over the rope wires and then trip wires? I'm kind of going back to Get Smart era.
It's all in the air.
It's all in the. So basically, you're saying we have to manifest our ability to do well here.
You just have to have good hair. It's all in the
It
air.
has to flow. It has to flow, you know? Oh my goodness. Now let me ask you this. What is your favorite part of the event? Do you like the race itself, or do you like doing the costumes, or the lead up, or the ending?
It's the community. It brings everybody together, and it's a very DC moment. It's like heartwarming. It's beautiful, right? Like, look at everybody drawn together.
And I just love seeing men in high heels sprinting as fast as they can.
Yes.
Because you don't see that every day. And oh my God, good on them.
And I walk in high heels every day. I know it's painful.
Oh, I mean, I did it for 5 seconds, and I have such an appreciation for, like, you know, what, you know, people go through walking through this, going to work. Like, now I know, like, hey, you know what? Like, don't have too many long walks, you know, overall, because again, it's not easy. Again, it takes precision because, like, it's easy to fall.
There's some strength in there. There's elegance and strength.
I'll tell you, I need to go back to the gym because my ankles are not that strong. But now, how many years have you been doing this event and being a part of it?
I've lived in DuPont for 25 years, raised my kids here, and I try to come as often as possible, but, you know, it's just a great community event.
That's awesome. Have your kids been a part of this? Have they come down?
Yeah. When they were younger, I mean, they're in college now and beyond, but yeah, I mean, they had them on my shoulders, and yeah, you know, so yeah, it's part of our community.
But it's so whole. I just feel like people love it. It's like a holiday here, right?
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
It's known the Tuesday before Halloween is a drag race, a high heel race, so you show up.
I absolutely love it. Thank you both so much for taking the time. These costumes are A+, producer Chris. They are absolutely gorgeous. And by the way, if I close my eyes, real French jewel piece I'm looking at. I'll tell you, I felt it. Academy Award winning performances. Thank you so much.
Thanks for covering this.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much. Oh my God. This has been, I'll tell you, this energy, it's still going on. I mean, I feel like, producer Chris, I am here on like New Year's Eve, and it's just like people just, you know, we're crowded together. People are having a good time. They're talking. Nobody's really on their phones. Like, people are talking and laughing and enjoying the food. They have parties everywhere. I mean, it is just, I'd say I am just totally in awe of the kind of event they put up here today. Again, just, you know, not just this year, but, you know, for nearly 4 decades, producer Chris.
Tony P., I know you were down there a little earlier. I know the mayor was down there a little earlier. I know she was hosting it. She said it was, quote, very local event that really highlights the spirit and energy of D.C. Did you get to catch any of her remarks to the crowd before the race got underway?
I wasn't able to, but as we, I'm looking to find some of the mayor's team, so hopefully we'll be able to get them here in front of the camera. We can ask them some questions about that very thing, because, again, you said it before, like, you know, the mayor's office is so invested in this. Again, it's become, you know, many mayors throughout the years. And what's really cool is, you know, who the host was. You know, Cake Pop, who is such a major, you know, DC legend in terms of, you know, culinary, as well as, you know, just being an incredible DJ and, you know, and drag artist, and just has meant so much to this community. You know, Cake Pop, the mayor's office, everybody just coming together to make this event truly DC. So I will hopefully get the mayor's team down here, and we can have some discussions about, you know, what they've been doing, the lead up and logistics, and some of the mayor's remarks as well.
All right, Tony P., why don't I let you take a quick break, gather some more fans, find out where the after party is, and we'll check back in with you coming up here in just a few minutes.
Thank you. I actually am on air. Thank you. I think I'm acting pretty well.
You look just like him.
Oh my God! Thanks. Wow, thank you. Oh my God. Yes, of course.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Okay.
Now.
Inside.
Hey, bring the dog in. Hold on, yeah. Producer Chris. We have our first sighting.
This is
with
Mia.
With the dog, Mia. How you doing, Mia? Good to see you.
Mia's a 6-year-old.
6 years and a half.
She's from what's Homeward Trails. She's Homeward Trails puppy.
I love it. Well, we love you. Producer Chris, can you hear me?
I'm still here, buddy. Don't worry.
And actually, Sue is
Oh, good. You're still there. So now,
She's the founder of Homeward Trails.
oh no, no. If you want to come on, you sure? Okay. Now let me ask you this. So, now in terms of like going to this event, is this your first year, or have you been coming to the event for a while?
So I've been in DC for almost 20 years, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is actually the best year. I think people are really feeling it. They like really needed it this year, like in their hearts.
Do you feel it more like in the costumes, the overall vibe?
Definitely overall costumes, overall vibe. Like just like everyone is like really feeling it tonight.
I absolutely love it. Now, Mia, I got to ask you.
Yeah.
Where's the after party, Mia? Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm getting
shy.
I know. You know. You know what though? She's keeping a good secret. Now let me ask you.
Oh my God.
This is the best one you're saying, right? 20 years being in DC. Let me ask, where is the big major after party gonna be?
So it's gonna be Fox and the Hound because they close on Saturday, and the DC establishment. That's it. It's over.
Oh my God.
So we gotta go say goodbye.
Exactly. A true almost 75 years, Fox and the Hound.
75?
I think it's something like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but a major DC institution.
Parties at Fox 5 News.
That is the founder of Homeward Trails. Is that? No,
Homeward Trails Animal Rescue. So they handle like dogs from all over. They rescue animals from all over the country, and they fly them up here. And they're just like a really great organization. And if you're ever looking for a dog or a cat, you should totally check them out.
I'm thinking about it. I mean, someday I won't be the best owner though yet, but maybe the right. Maybe I could do a kitten. I may be able to do that. But you know what? But I'll tell you, it's really just I can sense the energy here.
Totally.
I mean, it's truly interesting. Now, again, in terms of like 20 years you've been, part of DC. Yeah. How have you seen the growth in this event? Where has it come from overall?
I think the vibe of the city has definitely been growing in this really positive way. Whereas like when I first came to DC, it was like I feel like a little bit more like uptight, and now people are really embracing diversity and like where are we going and like. Yeah, no, I think it's definitely going in the right direction.
That is awesome. Anything else you want to say to the people about how you're feeling tonight?
I was just voting for Glenda tonight, and I don't think she ran the fastest.
Oh, it was kind of a tight race, it looked like.
Some people were hauling it.
I know, and nobody fell.
Yeah. I think Glenda needs to like train a little more.
Right, but next year we have what's the movie? Wicked 2 coming out, so. Maybe, we'll see the end result of that for next year.
We'll see if we got some alphabet out there.
Exactly, but thank you so much for joining me tonight. I didn't get your name.
Oh, I'm Mary.
Mary Tony.
Thanks,
Wonderful
Tony.
to meet
Nice
you.
to see
Thank you for just bringing so much great energy. 20 years here in D.C., and she says it's the greatest 17th Street high heel race she has ever seen. So you know what? Maybe it is. Just saying, folks, I don't have a lot to go off of. So good to see you guys. Thank you for coming out. This is fantastic. Hope I'm not being too loud, producer Chris, and I'm going to burst the speakers.
Not at all,
out
but
the studio.
I saw Glenda the Witch right in front of you on that last shot when the camera turned around. I don't know if they're available.
Yeah, I did. I'm going to try. Yes, and by the way, these are some great shoes.
Thank you.
Talk about high heels.
Thank you.
We have, I think, one of the more creative costumes so far. I mean, even I could try to roll in these. Are you kidding me?
You'd roll an ankle.
All right. I mean, I could roll an ankle for sure. Let me ask you, are these custom made, or did you, buy these somewhere? These are incredible.
Well, yeah, I bought them from a designer who makes high heel shoes for men.
This is really cool. Now, let me ask you. So, what do you think is the real secret to really executing the high heel as a man?
Yeah, you gotta. The default is to walk heel toe, but you gotta keep it in your tippy toes. You gotta
kind of dig it in a little.
Yeah, right. You gotta walk that way. That's the secret.
Exactly. Now, and obviously, this is you were in the event. Let me ask you this: what is your preparation? To getting ready for, because again, this is a sporting event, my friend.
Absolutely.
What was your preparation? I want to hear day in the life. I want to hear step by step.
Absolutely. 8 a.m. wake up. 8:30 put on my high heels. 8:45 do my breakfast in my high heels.
What kind of breakfast?
Sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. Always.
Gotta have.
All right. I'm walking to the metro in my heels, right?
Okay.
And then when I'm in the office, I'm doing a couple of squats while I'm at the desk, right?
The pull-ups after.
Yeah,
maybe?
absolutely. Very intensive training, very intensive workout.
I love it. Now, how many years have you been part of this incredible event?
This is only my second year doing it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And will it be a year 3?
Absolutely. There will be a year 3. Look out for me, baby. I'm coming for that championship next year.
It. And how are you going to prep now? Is it going to be starting tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now is the year-long journey. This is how I get to the high heel Olympics, baby.
I love it. I can see up Capitol Hill running these like Rocky.
Absolutely.
I love it. Now, final question. When you look at this event, How do you feel the vibes are this year compared to other years?
Well, I feel like this year there was a patent importance on showing up, showing our difference. I mean, this year has been very trying for the city, and so it's very uplifting to see everyone still coming out in the heat of all this to really show up and show out. So I really appreciated that.
The biggest thing I can feel is the elation.
Yeah.
It's like a holiday here.
Yeah, it was a break from the rough and tumble of dealing with an occupied city, intransigent administration, and so it's great to take a relief from that.
A lot of things going on in the city, and again, people are just, it feels like they're letting kind of a sigh of relief a little bit. They can be fully authentic. We always use that word on social media, fully authentic. Everybody's being that way tonight. Thank you so much for taking the time. I don't want to steal your show.
No.
I feel so bad. This is a true work of art, and I'll tell you, that is some wear and tear. I love it. I'll tell you, that is true effort right there. And I didn't get your name.
I'm Kenny Palmer.
Kenny Palmer, Tony Pocari. Great to meet you from
Thank
Fox
you.
5. Thank you for coming out. This is incredible. And just showing us, I'll tell you, real men wear heels, my friends. Get into it. Start doing it. If you haven't been a part of it, come out here next year for 2026.
Thank you.
Thank you again. All right.
Tony, you
This
might be the only
energy,
person out there in a suit I've seen so far.
I mean, that'd be a kind of cool costume, kind of like a DC, like Wall Street private equity type person. That could be an interesting costume next year. It was funny. Some folks thought this was actually a costume that we had set up with the camera and the bags and the mic. So, you know what? People, the costumes are very, very complex, so I can see why. But again, this is just truly an incredible event. People are still out here having a good time. But again, Foxes and Hounds, they're heading for the after party. Again, of course, closing after so many years here in D.C. And that will be the main anchor tonight. We also have, Duke's Grocery here is very, very packed across here. They have their patented outdoor seating. Folks are still packing in. But just the biggest thing is, and I said it earlier, like there's just, folks are like, they're taking pictures, but the phones are down. People are talking. And it's really nice to see the connection in the city here, Chris.
All right, Tony. Well, thank you so much for your coverage. Like I said, we'll give you 2 minutes to kind of regroup, find some more people to chat with. In the meantime, we are going to take a quick break. You are watching the Live Zone Primetime live coverage of the 38th annual 17th Street High Heel Race. Tony, I'll check back in with you in just a minute. In the meantime, like I said, a quick break. We'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Tony, you got me?
Oh, great. Yep, I got a really cool guest.
Looks like it is on my side.
Tony, if you can hear me, we're going to check in with Mike Thomas real quick out of the break, and then we'll come to you afterwards. Mike, I'm sorry. We just opened up my mic. I apologize for that. But obviously, the big story today, Hurricane Melissa. We've been tracking it all day. You've been tracking it all day. We'll get back to Tony in a second, but walk us through what's happening.
All right, so Melissa has completely made her journey across Jamaica and now is heading for Cuba at this hour. Now, when she makes landfall in Cuba, it's still going to be a major hurricane, will not be the monster that she was when she hit Jamaica earlier this afternoon. She ended up making landfall right around 1 o'clock here, our time. So there you can see, split screen with me, the latest advisory. National Hurricane Center, sort of whenever they're about to see landfalls, they're always updating every hour, kind of updated strength there. So the 8 o'clock advisory here, and we'll get a 9 and 10 o'clock one in relatively shortly. But the 8 o'clock advisory from them, 125 mile per hour winds, gusts to 175. Category 3, still a major. It is not the 185 mile per hour behemoth that it was when it slammed into Jamaica. Now, the good news is the worst has passed for Jamaica. You can kind of see there on the screen that it is starting to pull away. Still getting a little bit on the backside, but it's obviously when it's making landfall that you're going to get the worst conditions. Melissa, and I put a longer satellite loop on this so you can actually see how tight and how fast. Right there, look how tight it is. But then you can see as soon as it makes landfall, how it kind of falls apart structurally, right? And that has a lot to do with the fact that, A, it's moving over land like that, but also because there are mountains specifically on the eastern half of the island near or east of Kingston there. Some of the highest peaks. And when air is forced to travel up the mountains, it then has to come down the other side. And that process of moving air down a mountain compresses the air and that dries it out. And dry air getting into a hurricane is not healthy. Category 5s are scary things, but they're also extremely, how do I put it? They're fickle. If anything, if you disrupt their structure at all and they're not under just the most ideal, perfect conditions, they tend to fall apart quickly. And that's kind of what you saw, that process as it went across the island of Jamaica. Now, unfortunately, as it made landfall, tied for the strongest hurricane landfall in Atlantic history, tied with Dorian back in 2019, which also made landfall in the Bahamas as 185 mile per hour category 5. And then Labor Day, we don't have a name for it. We just call it the Labor Day storm back in 1935. That made landfall in the Florida Keys as 185. That is the strongest hurricane to ever hit the mainland United States there. Also one of the strongest, of course, Atlantic hurricanes, a record tied second with a bunch of other storms. Only Allen back in 1980 was stronger with 190 mile per hour sustained winds. And then it has the third lowest. We really rank hurricanes on their intensity. And when we talk about the hurricane intensity, we talk about how low their pressure gets. So Melissa, tied with the third lowest pressure we've ever seen out of a hurricane in the Atlantic, at least as far back as our records go. So just all around it, very impressive. Not done yet. Again, it's going to hit Cuba later on tonight. And then after Cuba, it's going to go up and run into the Bahamas. It will still be pretty strong as it goes to the Bahamas. And then after that, in fact, I'll queue up for you. We'll get the track for the National Hurricane Center here. And after Cuba, they will actually be watching it in Bermuda. It should be a weaker storm by the time it gets up there, but could still, of course, do some damage. As you see, they bring it up through the islands of the Bahamas. They're Category 315 mile per hour storm. And then it goes right by Bermuda by the time we get to the end of the week, by Halloween, as perhaps a Category 2 hurricane. Impacts here in D.C., none. We got a trough working its way through. We're going to get some rain tomorrow. It's that storm system that's actually going to help kick Melissa out to sea and steer it away from us. So not expecting any impacts, high seas, rip currents. We'll be fine in terms of Melissa. Now, this other storm up at D.C., but that one's, or beaches here, but that one is not tropical based. That's just more of sort of your mid-season nor'easter type deal.
All right, Mike, thanks so much for keeping us up to date on what's happening. I do know that Tony P. missing talking to you about the weather, but he is having great weather for a high heel race down on 17th Street in DuPont Circle area. So, Tony P., I want to send it back out to you, sir.
Producer Chris, this could have been the more perfect time, so thank you to Mike for kind of having a little bit of delay because we have some incredible people down here, some contestants and fans here from this incredible race tonight. Now, I'll go with my first guest here, and I met her right about 5-10 minutes ago. Cassidy from Montana, who's got the Patriot garb going on. I feel like I'm back home in Boston, Chris, with the Paul Revere type look. Now, let me ask you, what was the theory behind this costume?
Well, I'm visiting D.C., so I wanted to look the part.
Right, and you're from Montana originally. Now, what drew you to this event here in D.C.? It's a pretty long flight.
It is a long flight, but, you know, it's all worth it. My husband, he won the race.
Right. We have the winner right here, Lady Liberty. Now I gotta ask you, yes, as the victor, what was your keys to success out there? That was a tight race.
It felt like the most intense sporting event of my life. And honestly, I lost the heel. I lost my
my
crown.
goodness.
And the person, you saw that end. We were running, and then they fell. Right. And it's like, we fall, but we get back up because this is America, you know, land of the free, home of the brave, life, liberty, and the pursuit of fabulousness.
Oh, they should have written the Constitution that way about a couple of years ago. Now, we also have Elphaba, the beautiful witch right here. Look at this. Now, let me ask you, so what was the theory behind this costume, and how big of a fan of you are Wicked? Because I'm a big fan of Wicked. I don't know if you can top me, but we'll find out.
I'm a massive fan of Wicked, and I had these boots in my closet, so I figured why not?
Those are incredible heels. And let me ask you, what is the preparation like for choosing the costume, getting ready? Like, do you take the whole day off of work? Like, what happens there?
A whole day off of work, a lot of Gatorade, and a bit of a delusion. A little bit of...
What kind of Gatorade?
Oh, green, hello.
See, I'm not the king of common sense, Producer Chris, but you know what? I absolutely love it. Now, when you think about the event, what do you think this event means for the DC community as well as yourself personally?
Honestly, it means diversity on a massive scale. Everybody is coming out being their best selves, and honestly, that's what the city's all about, and we should stay being that way. So this is a great example of it.
Absolutely love that. And again, now when you look at the future of all this, will you be coming back next year?
Oh, for sure. I'll be here.
That is
I'll
fantastic.
be here.
Thank you so much for coming out. Oh my God, you are fantastic. Now, I want to come over to get to our champion here. So, now when you think about, so how did you find out about this event? Being in the Montana area, like how did you find this? Like Montana is really far out.
It is. Well, ChatGPT, I asked, are there any interesting events going on in DC? Everything's shut down. And it said a marine marathon. I was like, eh. And then this popped. I was like, yeah, this is the one. And I immediately ordered shoes on Amazon. First pair didn't come in time. Overnighted another pair of heels. Got through airport, security fine. And this has been the most surreal sporting experience of my life, without a doubt.
Is this your first time in DC, or you've been here before?
I've been here before, but I've never been here during the shutdown. You know, different options of availability of things to do.
Absolutely, but
this
hey,
is beautiful.
You
Beautiful
came
community.
here to this event and won.
It's crazy.
Now,
It's actually crazy.
now let me ask you. So, like, you found this event in such a cool way. Again, we talk about AI and ChatGPT,
Sure, yeah.
but it helped you lead to this.
Yeah.
What have you learned about this event and what it means to the community?
It's beautiful. I'm 36 years old, so I remember even just growing up. You know, it was a different energy, and just seeing where the country is now in neighborhoods like this and how celebrated it is. It's beautiful, and that's what makes America great. You know, this is a beautiful country, and people have the freedom to be who they want to be. And I love it, and I feel honored to have just been able to take a part in this. This has been it's just beautiful, honestly.
Now the big question is, where you headed to next as the champion? You gonna buy a round of drinks for everybody? Is that what's gonna happen?
Yeah, must have to, yeah, right.
What is your overall plan for the rest of your time here in DC?
I don't know. I guess just strut around in this crown for the rest. And,
I mean,
and,
you deserve
and
it.
soak in the, yeah.
You are. I mean, I love. This is an incredible. Look at this. Look at this thing. Hey, this is not. I gotta buy this something like this. It's a good stress reliever too. It seems like I love
I
it.
think I was squeezing it when I was
Oh my goodness! Well, incredible stuff. Thank you for taking the time. I don't mean to bother you, but the champion here. I didn't get your full name.
Parker Beckley.
Parker, congratulations! Now, how many days do you go back to Montana?
I go back on Friday, so just in time for Halloween. It's gonna. Everybody back home is gonna lose their mind when they.
I mean, you're on TV.
So funny.
You're probably gonna go viral on
This
social
is so
media.
silly, yeah. This is absolute. It's beautiful. This is honestly. I just feel it's such an honor. Truly, it's like it's a beautiful community, and this is our nation's capital. You know, like. This is I couldn't have imagined this happening. It's beautiful.
Like, are you kind of like on cloud 9 right now?
Crazy. No, this is like I'm kind of joking, but this feels like the most like greatest achievement of my life in a hilarious way. Not, I mean, you know what I mean, but like it's like
it's a beautiful event.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
Yeah, and DC is beautiful. Like there's just people from all over the world, and people talk to you. And you have such amazing conversations with strangers, and I love it. Yeah, and I love it. I just love it.
Parker, thank you so much. Congratulations, my friend, on an incredible race. I'll tell you, at the end, lost the heel, but lived to not only.
The person that fell, and we're
right,
good.
and you know what? Everything's okay. No arguments.
Everything's good. Sportsmanship. It was all.
Oh, that's
we
good.
we both could appreciate the drama of a great moment in sports.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, a picturesque moment, folks. Parker, thank you for joining us. And that is all right. Listen, we're being kind of ushered out, so we're going to try to go kind of on the trail here to see what we have for the after parties and all that great stuff happening.
All right, Tony, I'll let you go handle that. Congratulations to Parker, Lady Liberty. Everyone should be buying her drinks. We'll check back in with you coming up in just a little bit. In the meantime, I do want to switch gears because the Tuesday before Halloween also marks 1 week until Election Day in Virginia. But as we've been talking about for a little while now, the races for governor and attorney general making headlines nationwide. I want to bring in Axios Richmond reporter Sabrina Moreno now. Sabrina, if you're there, I do want to check in with you now and talk a little bit about what to expect over the next week as we head to Election Day. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and shout out Lady Liberty for sure. It's a wild week, the week before the election, not just because it is the week before the election, but because Virginia Democrats have introduced this push to redistrict the state before the 2026 midterms. So it's definitely a little bit different than previous years.
Yeah, definitely a little different, but also, you know, like I said, this race getting a lot of attention, this race making history no matter what, either way, no matter which way voters decide, the first female governor in Virginia history. Can you talk to me a little bit about where things stand 1 week out on this top of the ticket race?
Yeah, so I think right now, Spanberger is still leading in a lot of the polls, but for the attorney general's race, we're kind of neck and neck. And so kind of the question right now is, are Virginians going to elect the first split ticket in 20 years? And that's still kind of up in the air. But you're right in the historic nature of this race, right? If Jay Jones wins, he'd be the first Black attorney general in Virginia. Senator Hashmi would be the first lieutenant governor who's a Muslim American woman in the country. And of course, with Earl Sears, we would have the first Black woman governor in history. And so it's just up and down the ballot, regardless of who wins. It's definitely going to be one to watch. And also with redistricting, it just adds even more of a national spotlight onto the state.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to jump right into that next. Those efforts underway in Richmond. Is the timing, What do you make of the timing, A, and what do you make of, I know Abigail Spanberger said she wasn't going to get in the way of it. Winsome Earl Sears said that it was kind of, she wasn't thrilled that Democrats were undertaking this effort.
Yeah, Republicans in general are not too happy. They're calling it kind of this hypocritical power grab, for Democrats. And Democrats are saying, well, this is us, trying to have a counteroffensive to Trump, as we've seen in other Republican-led states where they're also doing, mid-decade redistricting. They're like, well, this is what it looks like for us. This is what we're going to do. But the timeline is, super iffy, right? We're a week out from Election Day. And they're running up against the clock because Virginia law says that the General Assembly has to pass the first part of the constitutional amendment process, and then an election has to happen, and then they have to pass it again before it can head to voters. So if they don't get this through before Election Day, well, it's not likely for it to go ahead of voters before the 26th. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. 2026 midterms. So that's kind of that really hard timeline that they're running up against.
Okay. So what are the other storylines that we have been kind of following as the early voting numbers? A pretty big turnout so far. What are we expecting in terms of turnout on Election Day, and what impact could that have on the race?
I mean, we're already far surpassing where we were in 2021. I mean, at this point, 4 years ago, we were at around like 730,000 votes, and right now we're well over 1 million. And so I think this has, if we keep on this timeline, voters might far surpass where we were in 2021 and break records.
If people want to stay tuned, more details about the race in Virginia in the final days, the final week leading up to it, where can they follow you for more?
Well, I always say our newsletter is free, and you can subscribe at axios.com/Richmond.
All right, Sabrina Moreno from Axios Richmond. Thanks so much for spending time. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I know it's late, so I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to take another quick break. Coming up next, we're going to check back in with Tony P. In the meantime, we are going to leave you with a live look at Dodgers Stadium. Game 4 of the World Series underway. Hopefully this one not going until 3 a.m. like last night's marathon 18-inning game. The Dodgers taking the 2-1 series lead. This is Game 4 now. Let's double check real quick what the score is before we head to break. Stand by. Bear with me here. It is currently 2-1. The Blue Jays, it is the bottom of the 6th. We'll have much more on that and from Tony P down at the high heel race coming up in just 2 minutes. We'll be right back. Tony P, if you can hear me, I'd like to just check in with you one last time here in our final couple minutes. Tony P, if you can hear me, we're going to come back to you coming up here in just about 2 minutes. We're going to come back to you in just about 2 minutes. All right, about a minute 30 away, Tony. Minute 30 away. One minute away, Tone. 1 minute. $15 away. Stand by. All right, welcome back to the Live Zone Primetime on this Tuesday night, the high heel race. Our big story tonight, Tony P's been down covering it for us in the middle of the crowd. Tony P, things wrapping up.
Yep, I mean, it's starting to, I'll tell you, this is so well done. It was up and down so quickly, better than New Year's Eve in New York. I mean, it's like forever. This is so well cleared up. Everybody's having a good time. The after party is starting from Duke's Grocery all the way down. But I have my final guest, an incredible person I just got to meet tonight, Brianna. Now, let me ask you, so now how many years have you been coming to this overall event?
I think I accidentally stumbled upon it the first year I was in DC in 2019, I think walking home from work. And I've probably been more than half of the years since I've been living here.
Wow, now accidentally. So how did you stumble upon it? Did you hear it from friends? You go online? Like how do you stumble upon it?
I was working home from work. I guess I was burning the midnight oil and I saw a big crowd and I stood and watched and suddenly I saw a race of a bunch of men in heels and it was fantastic.
Right.
So, you hop on the phone and you Google what's going on and you're really pleasantly surprised by what DC has to offer. I'm from New York.
Oh, no way. Okay, gotcha.
So I can be a little bit of a New York snob and compare everything to the big city, but I gotta say that this is one of those moments that made me feel like, oh yes, culture exists in DC and this is a really lovely place to live.
It sure does. Now, when you think about one word to describe it, going on about 6-7 years being a part of this, what is one word that you feel about this event?
Ooh, it's gotta be the energy, right? It's gotta be the energy because, I mean, as you were just saying, they've broken down the event very quickly, but it's also equally amazing how quickly they can build it up and sort of make something out of nothing. It's been packed up and down the streets. All the bars have been filled. There's a frivolity in the air. People have got their costumes on in the middle of the evening on a Tuesday night. It's really magical,
And when you think about, your history, in New York, the big city, I do love New York. But is there any event like this, in New York, or is it like?
Don't ask me that, because I don't want to put down DC. But I live in the West Village, and we had the Pride Parade.
True.
There's nothing bigger than that. So I don't. Comparisons are odious.
Right.
However,
I appreciate that.
DC stands on its own merits, and this is a really, really, really lovely night.
What do you think about DC's culture overall? Like how do you feel that culture and what it means, for everybody in this city?
I gotta say, again, I moved here in 2019, so just before COVID, and I feel like post-COVID there was a dip, obviously, but it came back stronger than it was before. There is a depth to the number of good restaurants to go to, the number of arts and cultural events to go to. When I first moved here, I used to say things like, there's no buskers on the street. There's no musicians. There's no guys banging drums. It feels a little bit dead to me from a New Yorker's perspective. And now I feel like that's changed. And you are liable to walk out of the house and stumble on an event like this one or something else, the arts festival that happens down in DuPont over the course of the summer, the farmers markets on the weekend. You know, and it does feel a lot more neighborhoody and warm, and like you can bump into people you know than compared to New York because it's on a smaller scale, and that's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely love that. Now, when you think about your next steps on this beautiful night, are you headed to an after party? You're going home? You're going to have some drinks? What's the plan for the after party?
That's tough. I gotta close my rings. I'm on like a 700-day streak on my Apple Watch.
Whoa.
I gotta say it. I got a ways to go.
There you go.
That
Well
being
done.
said, it's only 10 o'clock. I got at least an hour to kill before I have to get serious about my exercise for the evening. So I'm with an old work friend, and I might wander to a few more spots before I get home.
There you go. I absolutely, and I love the commitment. Like, 11 o'clock, I'm going back to the work side of it. Okay, it's better than a Snapchat streak. This is actually one that matters. Brianna, thank you so much for joining me tonight and giving you just great insights about what it means to be in D.C. for these years and seeing this incredible event. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Good pleasure. Chris, and again, as we close out, again, it's so quick, broken down. Things are ready. You can see over here, this is Duke's Grocery, famous burger, of course. Everybody's kind of just still hanging out here. But again, people are headed to the bars. Again, this is kind of everybody kind of coagulated, to use a medical term. They all came together and then just moved right out and are headed to the restaurants and bars. And just the energy, that's all I can just keep talking about. I hate to be harping on it, but the energy, Chris, is what defines this event and what it means for the people of this city. And again, the LGBTQ plus community in particular, what it means for them feeling seen and heard in this beautiful city we call home.
Well, Tony, I don't think it's any coincidence that they said it was the best energy ever, one of the best ones they've ever seen. And for the first time, you were down there covering it live, interacting with the people. I think it may have had a little something to do with it.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Chris. No. This is my first time ever actually in a jacket and the mic, and I'm waiting my whole life to do something like this. But I mean, the people that have built this for almost 40 years now. Sorry, I said 39. It's 38 years that have built this, and it started right down the street, literally right around the corner here at JR's, a true DC institution, and Duke's, and all the restaurants, even during the shutdown, that are making this still a part of the the history as well as this this year's culture here in DC. They're putting all the stuff up for it. They're making it really a incredible event, especially during this shutdown time where things are really uncertain. So it is the people, it is the restaurants, it is the fans, people coming from Montana, Chris. Like,
yeah.
Who
and
just found
coming
the
from
event
Montana
came here
and
won.
winning, Tony. Coming from Montana and winning.
Right.
We're down to our.
Is that the greatest comeback ever?
I know, but standing next to you, Lady Liberty, also kind of gave me Jolly Green Giant vibes. Tony, we're down to our last 9 seconds. Thank you. You did an awesome job. Thank you to everybody who tuned in to the Live Zone Primetime. Have a great night. Fox 5 News at 10 next.